So I just got to know about that program in midnight, and I knew that tomorrow is the last day to apply. So I just applied, and I didn't even had my like resume and GitHub profile till then. So I just made it at that moment only, and I applied. Logical reasoning and English aptitude test. I guess they were pretty easy and basic things.
Hi everyone, I'm back again with yet another amazing opportunity. This time we are going to discuss about Women Techmakers Engineering Fellow Scholarship. So we'll go into each and every detail of this topic. What is Women Techmakers Engineering Fellows? What is the eligibility? What are the perks? And how you can grab this amazing opportunity. Like it's a 2 month experiential program. So we'll discuss about Women Techmakers Engineering Fellow completely. I have with me one special guest also for today, and she'll explain her journey on to how she grabbed this amazing opportunity that has a lot of perks and benefits associated with it. So WTEF stands for Women Techmakers Engineering Fellows, and it's a kind of scholarship that it provides particularly to girl students. When we talk about this program, it is a 2 months long, 2 years long program, and in this 2 years long program, complete mentorship, career guidance, along with that cash scholarship, like visits to their Google Hyderabad office. So this is particularly a program sponsored by Google with association with Talent Sprint. So we'll talk in detail about this program, what is the application process, when the application rolls out, and the most important thing for this year, Google Talent Sprint has given a notification on their Instagram that they are going to launch this year's Women Techmakers Engineering Fellow very soon. So if you are aiming at cracking this particular scholarship, so this video is for you. You can start preparing for a Women Techmakers Engineering Fellow application from right now, right? So when we talk about some of the important details about Women Techmakers Engineering Fellows, so let's talk about the eligibility criteria. First of all, you should be a female candidate. It is only open to female candidates. The next important thing is that you should be enrolled in a BE or a BTech degree. Next important thing is that you should have at least 70% marks in your class 10th and class 12th. So this is the basic eligibility criteria for getting this scholarship. So when you talk about the perks of the scholarship, so perks are like pretty amazing. So first of all, it is the Google tag that you get with this scholarship, because Google is one of the main body that is providing this scholarship to the girl students in India. So first of all, the most important thing is you are getting the tag of Google, and that tag goes with you in all the 4 years of your life, right, in your college life. Next, when you talk about the perks, like you will be getting a cash scholarship worth rupees 2 lakhs. So you will be getting some this amount to use for your career growth, for your study, for anything. Like it's up to you. You have to use that scholarship amount according to you. The next important thing that comes is the career guidance and the companies that they have been associated with. So Women Techmakers, this Talent Sprint and Google, they are associated with a lot of companies, like almost all the tech giants that they're associated with, and they provide you complete career guidance on to how to reach those tech giants. And it is a 2 years complete mentorship program where people from Google will interact with you. They'll guide you on certain topics. They'll prepare you for different companies, prepare you for your career growth, prepare you for like how to appear in interviews, how to present yourself, how to like make presentations. So each and everything you will be like you will be made aware of by people from Google, and that is totally amazing. Apart from that, you will be given some like there are 4 visits to Google Hyderabad office, totally sponsored by Google, and that is a pretty awesome opportunity for you to grab. So before wasting any time, like let me move on to the interaction that I had with Khushbu Goyal. Khushbu Goyal is currently a second year engineering fellow. She's currently pursuing her BTech in Maharaja Agarsen Institute of Technology, MATE. So I had a very good discussion with her where she discussed about each and everything about the scholarship, what is the application process, what you should study and what you should start studying from right now, what you should keep in your resume, and like each and everything we have discussed in detail. So go ahead and watch this conversation, and I hope like all of you will be getting some really good insights from this amazing conversation. Thank you so much, Khushbu, for accepting the invitation and coming here for discussing your journey of Women Techmakers Engineering Fellow. But before we start with the things, like I would like you to briefly introduce yourself.
Thanks a lot, Arsh, for inviting me. Hello, everyone. I'm Khushbu Goyal. I'm a content creator. I'm also Google Women Technical Engineering Fellow and Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. I'm currently in my second year right now, and I'm doing my BTech from Computer Science. and I love to explore different fields. And here I am today talking about women techmakers.
So that is perfectly amazing to hear, Kushbu. But before we move on to actual women tech makers engineering fellow, so I would like you to know more about like what you did as a part of your college life, like if you were involved in some tech communities, or like you believe that these communities help us. So like would like to know more about your college life and what inspired you in general.
So starting from the first semester, like as I have spent mostly like only 6 to 7 months in my college. Okay, so because after that lockdown happened, so I
Yeah.
was a very like active student throughout. I literally like gave every audition that I like got to know about. These are the auditions going on for all the societies. I gave all of them, and I was part of many societies, like most of the technical societies, but also some cultural ones. Like I'm the part of competitive society of our college, then computer science society of our college, then I'm the part of art society of our college, and there is a society girl coded, that is girl coding society. I'm part of that also. So I was part of these societies. I used to conduct all this like I used to help seniors conducting the sessions and used to attend a lot of sessions myself. And apart from that, I was very active on like LinkedIn. So in the first month itself, I got to know that there is a platform called LinkedIn. So I made my ID and I was very active. And that's how I got to know about this program and all the other programs that I know about. So that's it. I'm a very active. And talking about my like college studies, I am a very like normal student who studies like 2 days before the exam and all, but I just complete the assignments and all, and then I just mostly focus on coding and stuff. I like to do my own things, and I just do college stuff when it is very needed.
Yeah, so that is the story of every engineer. If we would like to, like, if we know in general, so everybody is like completing the stuff's assignments on the very last minute. So that is very
Yeah.
common. Like, we do understand. So that was pretty much enlightening. Like your role in various communities. You have only spent 7 months in your college, and you have been actively participating in organizing events and everything. So that is really very good to hear, and we are much excited about the journey ahead. So when coming upon to the main engineering women tech makers engineering fellow, so would like just would like to know more about this program from you, like what actually this program is, and how you came to know about this, like whether it's something on campus, whether it's off campus, or like whatever you want to tell about this program.
Okay, so it is like a 2 month mentorship come scholarship program. Basically, when you become the part of this program, they like choose 100 to 120 students from all over India, all the like 50,000 applications they get, and then they give them the mentorship. They take boot camps. There are five boot camps that happen. Some are offline in Hyderabad and some are online. So they will happen. They will teach you. You will have regularly classes, assignments, projects, and mentoring sessions, Google mentor sessions, and different activities, a lot of activities. We also have seminars with Team Roshni for our like emotional wellness, and we have a lot of different sessions and movie nights also, and then chill and chai time with like our mentors also. So in that we all only do like informal communications, like how we feel, what are we doing apart from studies and all. So it is a really great like I would say program. And talking about on campus off campus, it is a off campus program from every for everyone. Like if you are eligible to apply, you can just fill out the form, you can submit your resume, then you have to give several tests based on different like sections, like there are stages which you have to complete, and then you will become the part of this program. And after you complete these stages and you clear them all, after your final interview you will get a call that you are selected for the same.
Okay. So when we talk about the application process, so there might be certain steps in the application process, like while filling the application form, like some generally
Yes.
for these type of programs, some essay type questions are asked, right? So so was it a case in this as well?
No, so for women tech makers engineering fellow, that was not the case. In the first, I guess, application, we only give a resume. There was, I guess, not a essay type question, but there was a question in which we have to put that what all the things we have done. We have to make a list out of that. So yes, we did that. Because it was my first semester, and even I didn't have my CGPA till then. So I just mentioned that okay, these are the coding competition I took part in. These are the societies I'm part of, and these are the seminars that I have attended till now and I was part of. So I've just mentioned those things, and when then your resume gets selected, then you will get a call. Ki, okay, you have a logical reasoning and English test, and then you have to complete that test. You will complete that test, then you will get a notification कि okay, you have a coding test. So and they will keep telling you कि okay, इतने बच्चे select हुए हैं अभी तक, मतलब कि 50,000 में से अब इतनों में आ चुके हो तुम, फिर इतनों में आ चुके हो. So that is very motivating. And then coding test, it happens in Python. You will have some MCQs and then 3 coding questions, easy, medium, hard, and you have to complete that. And after 2 or 3 days you will have your interview, personal interview with the mentors. So I had that interview, and after that, that is not very technical, I would say. Like for some it was technical. It actually depends on the person who is taking the interview and your resume, like what the resume reflects, they will ask about that only. Okay, so my resume was a very like all rounder, so that's why I was mostly asked about all the stuff I did, and what are all the things I have learned till now, and what are, and the one project I did, I was asked about that. And for some of my friends who were very into DSA, and a whole interview, whole resume was about that. So for them, there was some questions also asked, and for others, it was like completely uh, scholarship type interview. Like you only have to tell about what are your like inspirations and why you want to be the part of this program, and why you choose the technology field and all that kind of questions. So it really depends upon your resume and the candidate who is taking your interview. And after that, like you will become a part of this amazing community and this amazing program.
So, like that was pretty awesome to hear about the complete application process that involved a coding test, also an English and aptitude test, as well as a personal interview. So, when you talk about preparation for all this, like this is generally the program basically for the first year people, right? So when we
Yeah.
are in first year, so we are not aware of much of the things. So what can be some of the general steps or some of the preparation strategies that a first year student who is aiming at cracking this should follow? Like, what was your particular preparation strategy if we talk about?
So like I really didn't have any strategy because I never knew about that program. Okay, so I just got to know about that program in midnight, and I knew that tomorrow is the last day to apply, so I just applied. And I didn't even had my like resume and GitHub profile till then, so I just made it at that moment only and I applied. So but if I see from this point of view, like right now, and I have to suggest someone like who is in first year right now to prepare, how to prepare. So I will say ki, focus on coding, and you can focus on any basic language. You can start with C++. Mostly that's the first language and the most preferred one for most of the students, and start understanding the basic concepts first, and start problem solving. So that's the main thing. Like logical reasoning and English aptitude test, I guess they were pretty easy and basic things. You can easily clear that up. And I don't think like it is very difficult to like you have to, I don't think like you have to prepare, you have to have a good strategy to prepare for them. But for coding round, yes, you need to have something, like you need to practice some things. In my case, what happened was like I was very active in coding, as I said. So I used to do coding from November itself. So even when I applied, my paper was on like in the ending of February. So even if I didn't knew about the program, I literally like prepared for 3 months. I was subconsciously preparing for it. Like I didn't knew, but I was preparing. So that helped me. So if you know about the program, you can prepare for it religiously. Like you can
Yeah.
okay, they are not going to ask very tough questions because you are in first year, and they don't like expect too much from you, but they want to know like why you are different from all the 50,000 applicants, why you are the one who choose or deserves to be here in 120. Okay, so you need to prepare, you need to have a very good like basic fundamentals of coding. So never like jump onto problem solving. Firstly clear your basics and then jump, definitely jump. And a lot of students also ask me like, because the coding test was in Python and only one language, Python, and obviously most of them didn't know about it. Even I didn't know about it. So uh, they only gave us chance, like they only told us 4 days before the Python test कि, okay, you have the test in Python, and we were like, हमने तो नाम भी पहली बार सुना है. So it was the this case. So दे से कि अब हमारी फर्स्ट लैंग्वेज है, हमने तो सी प्लस प्लस स्टार्ट कर दी, क्या करें, पाइथन करें, छोड़ दें, पाइथन में स्टार्ट करें क्या नहीं. सो द थिंग इज कि ना, जब एक लैंग्वेज आ जाती है तो चेंज करना इजी है, बिकॉज आपको
हम्म.
कंसेप्ट पता है, आपको सिंटेक्स से तो सीखना है, आपको तो पता है ना कि फोर लूप क्या करता है, या फिर आपको बाइनरी सर्च कैसे लगानी है, आपको एक सिंटेक्स सीखना है. तो फर्स्ट लैंग्वेज जो भी आप सीख रहे हो उसके बेसिक कंसेप्ट सीखना जरूरी है, क्योंकि फर्स्ट लैंग्वेज सिर्फ एक लैंग्वेज नहीं है, वो आपको प्रोग्रामिंग के कंसेप्ट सिखाएगी, वो आपका बेस बनाएगी. और उसके बाद आप जो भी लैंग्वेज सीखते जाते हो, कोई भी लैंग्वेज हो, फिर आपने पाइथन सीख ली, जावा सीख ली, या फिर पीएचपी सीख रहे हो, या कुछ भी सीख रहे हो, जावास्क्रिप्ट सीख रहे हो, सो उन सब का आपको सिंटेक्स सीखना है, आपको पता है कि अच्छा ये करता है, ये करता है. लेकिन मोस्टली केसेस में तो जब आप पहली बार कोई लैंग्वेज सीखते हो, आपको ये भी नहीं समझ में आ रहा होता कि अच्छा फॉर लूप कैसे वर्क कर रहा है. तभी तो आप पैटर्न वाले क्वेश्चन करते हो इतने सारे, ताकि समझ में आए कि अच्छा फॉर लूप एक्चुअल में ऐसे वर्क कर रहा है, ऐसे हम डबल लूप लगा रहे हैं, ऐसे हम ये कर रहे हैं, वो कर रहे हैं. तो ये चीज हो जाती है. इसलिए लाइक मैं ये कहती हूँ कि अगर तुम्हें मन नहीं कर रहा पाइथन से स्टार्ट करने का, तुम सी प्लस प्लस से स्टार्ट कर सकते हो. लाइक एज सच कुछ है नहीं कि हाँ पाइथन से ही करो, पाइथन से ही करो, तुम 2 दिन में सीख लोगे और
Yeah.
सिंटेक्स में दिक्कत नहीं आएगी. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, लाइक तुमने अगर तुम्हें फिर भी लगता है कि तुम्हें ये लॉजिकल रीजनिंग एंड इंग्लिश एप्टीट्यूड की तैयारी करनी भी है, तो आई विल से कि फर्स्टली कोडिंग वगैरह पे ध्यान दो, ये सब करते रहो. और थोड़ा सा रिज्यूमे पे ध्यान दे सकते हो कि मान लो अब तुम्हें पता ही है, जैसे कि तुम्हें पार्टिसिपेट करना है, तो एक प्रोजेक्ट बना लो कुछ बेसिक सा, जितनी भी नॉलेज है उससे. एंड थोड़ी सी सोसाइटीज में या इवेंट्स में पार्ट ले लो, ताकि कुछ लिखने को हो तुम्हारे पास. लाइक कोडिंग कॉम्पिटिशन्स में, इवन इफ यू आर नॉट गेटिंग रैंक्स, ऑब्वियसली यू कांट गेट, क्योंकि अच्छे बच्चे होंगे, सेकेंड थर्ड ईयर वाले भी होंगे तुम्हारे कॉम्पिटिशन में. बट इवन अगर एक फर्स्ट ईयर वाला उन्हें दिख रहा है कि 5-6 कॉम्पिटिशन में पार्ट लिया, तो उन्हें पता है कि यू आर एक्टिव एंड यू आर डूइंग स्टफ. अगर उन्हें दिखेगा कि एक बंदा कुछ नहीं कर रहा, उससे तो काफी बेटर हो गया ना. सो यू नीड टू डू स्टफ, ताकि तुम बता सको. तुम कैसे कन्वे करोगे? तुम्हें पता है कि तुम बहुत पैशनेट हो या करना चाह रहे हो, बट यू नीड टू कन्वे इट, राइट. तुम्हें उन्हें
Yeah.
एक पेपर पे लिख के बताना पड़ेगा कि तुम कैसे पैशनेट हो, तुम कैसे बहुत ही ज्यादा मतलब काम करने वाले बंदे हो और तुम डिजर्व करते हो. तो वो चीज आ जाती है. एंड जैसे ही लॉजिकल रीजनिंग वगैरह की बात है, वो तुम्हें बताएंगे कि अच्छा तुम्हारा कल टेस्ट है, तो तुम एक रात पहले बैठ के लाइक थोड़े से उस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस अगर प्रिपेयर करोगे कि अच्छा ऐसे ऐसे पैटर्न्स होते हैं. लाइक मोस्टली लॉजिकल रीजनिंग में ऐसा ही होता है कि 4 तरीके के क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, एक क्लॉक वाले, रिलेटिव्स वाले, ये सब ऐसे वो सेट फिक्स होते हैं. ठीक है, तो उसमें आप प्रिपेयर कर सकते हो कि अच्छा ये ऐसे होना है, ये ऐसे होना है, ये ऐसे होना है. और इवन ना लाइक ऐसा नहीं है कि सारे होने चाहिए, बल्कि मेरी स्पीड लॉजिकल रीजनिंग वगैरह में बहुत स्लो है. लाइक कोडिंग अच्छी हुई थी मेरी, इंग्लिश भी सही हो गया था, पर फर्स्ट वाले टेस्ट में तो मतलब मैंने क्वेश्चंस भी छोड़ दिए थे, क्योंकि मैंने कभी उस इन चीजों के लिए प्रिपेयर नहीं किया. लाइक कुछ बच्चे होते हैं जो ट्वेल्थ में भी डिफरेंट एग्जाम्स के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहे होते हैं, जिनमें ये सब आता है. मैंने सिर्फ आज तक जेई के लिए प्रिपेयर किया है, और उसमें ऐसा कुछ होता नहीं. तो मैंने लाइक ऐसा एप्टीट्यूड वगैरह कभी प्रिपेयर नहीं किया था. तो मैंने बस ये किया था कि एक वेबसाइट पे गए, जितने भी थोड़े बहुत क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं उनका ना समझ लिया. हर का एक तरीका होता है कि अच्छा क्लॉक वाले क्वेश्चन है ना, तो इसकी शॉर्ट ट्रिक ये कि ऐसे करना है, जल्दी होगा. मतलब कि बिल्कुल रैंडमली शुरू नहीं करना, ठीक है, अंधेरे में तीर मत चलाओ, थोड़ा सा पता करके जाओ. तो वो कर लिया था, और जितने क्वेश्चंस के मुझे पता थे उतने सही हैं, मतलब मेरे हिसाब से. बाकी जो छूट गए छूट गए. और वो फिर हो गया. उसके बाद आई वाज लाइक ठीक है, अब हो गया ना, अब तो आगे तो हम फोड़ देंगे, मतलब ये तो हो गया। एंड इंग्लिश वाले के लिए भी कुछ प्रिपेयर नहीं किया था मैंने एज सच, बट उसमें ना इंग्लिश टेस्ट में ये होता है कि वो आपसे एक पैराग्राफ देंगे कि इसमें मिस्टेक्स निकालो, देन आपको एक ऑडियो होगी, उसको सुन के आपको क्वेश्चंस के आंसर देने होंगे, देन आपको एक पैराग्राफ मिलेगा, आपको वो बोल के बताना होगा। तो वो ये चेक करना चाहते हैं कि क्योंकि जो पूरा 2 मंथ का 2 ईयर का प्रोग्राम है, ये बेसिकली पूरा इंग्लिश में चलेगा, कि आप मतलब कर पाओगे सर्वाइव इस एनवायरनमेंट पे। ऐसा तो नहीं है कि आपकी इतनी वीक है कि आप सर्वाइव ही नहीं कर पाओगे, समझ ही नहीं पाओगे क्या चल रहा है। तो मेरी इंग्लिश लाइक इतनी फ्लुएंट भी नहीं है कि हम कह सके, तो मैंने ये ट्राई किया था कि वो फ्लुएंट लगे, और वैसे उसकी नीड नहीं पड़ी थी, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली आपका मशीन ही चेक कर रही है, कोई इंसान के साथ नहीं हो रहा आपका पेपर, तो उसकी इतनी नीड नहीं पड़ी। बट मैंने बस इंग्लिश के लिए यही प्रिपेयर किया था। देन कोडिंग में तो हम 3-4 रात लगे ही रहे थे कि हाँ पाइथन का सिंटैक्स दिमाग में बैठ जाए, इनके डाटा स्ट्रक्चर्स कंटेनर्स अच्छे से हो जाए। और उसके बाद इंटरव्यू में तो लाइक रात नींद ही नहीं आई थी 2-3 दिन तक कि क्या बोलना है क्या नहीं। और टेल मी अबाउट योरसेल्फ, और जितना भी काम किया उन सब के पॉइंटर्स बना के पेज पे लिख रखे थे, कंप्यूटर स्क्रीन के साइड में ही रखा हुआ था वो चिपका के, कि अगर मैं भूल जाऊं कि कुछ नहीं पता तो उसको देख के बोल दूंगी, और बस हो गया था फिर।
Perfect. So like it was really very good to hear like everything from very scratch, from apti to coding to how you prepared for it, like English. So what I can understand from your experiences, like they want a person who is an all-rounder. They don't want a person who is very good at coding. They don't want a person who is very good at aptitude. But he should have like he should not be a jack of one trade, but a jack of all trades combinedly,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Not
Like,
exact, but yeah, he should be good at everything. Some point, basically, he should be an active student, good at like he can do everything and anything at any point of time when he's asked to do,
mhm.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
So
like you are when you are taking your first year students, you can't expect even king, like there will be
yeah,
a person who will be a king of even one trait. So you
yeah,
want कि अच्छा जो like अभी तुम फर्स्ट ईयर में हो, तुमने 6 मंथ स्पेंड किए हैं, तो उतने में तुम कितना एक्सप्लोर कर पाए। जिन्होंने ट्राई किया होगा एक्सप्लोर करने का वो दिख जाएगा, और जिन्होंने नहीं किया होगा वो भी दिख जाएगा इजीली। सो दे विल वांट कि ऐसे बंदे जिन्होंने एक्सप्लोर किया है, मतलब वो सीखना चाह रहे हैं, और फिर ये उन्हें अपनी तरह हिसाब से सिखा सकते हैं, उन्हें अच्छे रिसोर्सेज प्रोवाइड करके बेस्ट बना सकते हैं। सो दैट्स व्हाट दे वांट।
yeah. So that was it about the application process. So one thing that like initial process requires resume. So what can be an ideal resume for the first year child like who wants to apply for this program?
Okay, so like in first year you don't literally don't have anything like on your resume. Okay, so what I did was like, I first section was my summary. Like I literally wrote 3 lines ki acha main bahut enthusiastic, and these are the things I love, and this is why I want to explore different fields in technology, and how I'm motivated. Okay, the second thing was my grades in school, and my college name, because सेमेस्टर की सीजीपीए तो तब तक आया भी नहीं था रिजल्ट, तो वो डाला ही नहीं था। And the third thing was my societies. So I mentioned, literally mentioned like, this is my role in this society and I have done this stuff. So I literally followed this template कि first thing I mentioned is कि मैं कौन हूँ, then किस society में, और कर क्या रहे हैं हम। So I mentioned like this for all the societies कि कुछ भी ऐसा redundant नहीं लगे कि सोसाइटी का नाम मेंशन किया, उससे क्या पता चल रहा है क्या है ये सोसाइटी। सोसाइटी कितनी भी अच्छी हो, तुमने क्या किया, तुम क्या कर रहे हो
Mm.
वहां रह के, तुम वो बताओ ना, ठीक है। तो ये, एंड देन देयर वर लाइक 2 hackathons that I took part in my first year itself. So first was like, there is a all India hackathon. In my first year itself, I took part in SIH Smart India Hackathon. So वैसे तो लाइक बहुत सारी टीम्स आती हैं, लाइक मोर देन 80 टीम्स थी हमारी कॉलेज से ही सिर्फ, एंड फोर्थ ईयर वाले बच्चे, देन थर्ड ईयर वाले बच्चे। बट सेकेंड ईयर वालों में कुछ मुझे जानते थे, जैसे क्योंकि मैं सोसाइटीज का पार्ट थी ऑब्वियसली, सो उन्हें पता था कि मेरी कोडिंग वगैरह ठीक है, और उन्हें चाहिए था कि कोई एक बंदा कम पड़ रहा था उनकी टीम में, सो दे टुक मी। सो दैट्स हाउ आई गॉट to take part in my first hackathon in my first semester. So that was Smart India Hackathon, and because I was the in the team of second years, all second year students. So it was a really great experience for me. I got to know कि okay कैसे ये website बना रहे हैं, कैसे solution ढूंढ रहे हैं, then presentation दे रहे हैं. So that was a great experience. So I mentioned that thoroughly कि हमने क्या किया, कैसा बनाया, और उसको अपने GitHub पे डाल के उसका लिंक डाल दिया था अच्छे से. And then all the like certificates from different coding competitions. So there are a lot of competitions that goes on, and there were some competitions from like different coding platforms like Coding Ninjas and these Pep Coding and all, because they do give some kind of scholarships for different programs. So
Yeah.
though I never took any courses or something, but I used to give this test so that I can get a all India ranking. I don't it never mattered to me like what rank I am getting, but I used to like mention all the certificates there so that they know ki okay, I'm giving the test. Okay. And then there was a hash code. Obviously hash code time is going
Yeah.
on. So at that time also, because it was in February, hash code time was going on. So I got my certificate in hash code because I participated, and I was able to clear the online qualification round. So I mentioned that. And apart from that, I mentioned some college awards like painting competition awards, and
Okay.
so these things. And there were two more things in my resume that maybe made me stand out. So I was part of this society called Girl Coded. I am part of this society also, like, but I'm mentor now. So they have these milestones, like you have to complete the C++ first milestone, and who completes first in the society, they get a dedicated post on our LinkedIn. So on my LinkedIn there was nothing but that post, because I was the person who used to do all the milestones first. So those posts were there. So I mentioned that okay, I was the first achiever of that society test and all. So I mentioned these small things that were making my resume a all-rounder. Ki I am a person who is exploring very much in my first year. Even if you don't feel like it was very extraordinary. Obviously, it wasn't, but it was showing ki okay, I have done these stuffs and all that. And I think like for a person who never did who never knew about coding in her 11th and 12th grade, I was only like I was very new to coding. I got to know about it only when I entered my like BTech, and so I think it was enough for me at that time कि हाँ जितना भी किया था वो काफी था, and काफी classmates से आगे ही था, and मतलब उन सबको नहीं पता था क्या चल रहा है. And I used to do this thing कि हाँ हर रोज 2 क्वेश्चन करने ही है, पता नहीं क्यों, बस करने हैं क्योंकि मजा आ रहा है. हैकर रैंक पे ऐसा वो कैलेंडर बना रखा था रूम में, ऐसा डेट्स लिख के और उस पे ऐसा क्रॉस मारती थी. बड़ा मजा आता था, पता नहीं, और किसी ने ऐसा बताया भी नहीं था कि करना है. बस आई वाज लाइक ठीक है, करना है ना, इजी कर लो, मुश्किल कर लो, एक कर लो, पर कर लो ताकि क्रॉस की वो ना टूटे ट्रेन. So I used to do these things, and this is what made my resume stand out, I guess.
Yeah. So that was pretty awesome to hear, Khushbu. Now coming upon to our final conclusion question, like if one piece of advice that you would like to give to somebody who is applying for this when it rolls out this year, so what would that advice be?
Okay, so the my first and great most important advice is कि don't feel you have done nothing, or don't feel overwhelmed listening about my story कि मैंने क्या किया क्या नहीं किया, या फिर अगर तुमने कुछ अभी तक नहीं किया, don't feel कि maybe you don't have to apply, just apply no matter what. Even I told you कि मैंने उसी टाइम अपनी GitHub प्रोफाइल और रिज्यूमे बनाया था, तो it really doesn't matter, GitHub पे कुछ था भी नहीं. इवन गिटहब प्रोफाइल मैंने बना के लिंक डाल दिया था, और उसपे अपलोड चीजें बाद में की थी. जो मेरा एसआईएच का प्रोग्राम था वो मैं बाद में अपलोड किया था. तो डजेंट मैटर, अप्लाई करो, ठीक है. एंड वन थिंग इज कि अगर अप्लाई कर ही रहे हो तो ट्राई करो कि जितने पास स्कॉलर्स हैं उन सबको पिंग करो, उनमें से एक दो रिप्लाई करेंगे, उनसे मतलब कि हमेशा ऐसे किसी से हेल्प लेनी चाहिए कि उनका एफर्ट कम लगे. सो instead of saying hi, can you help me, or hi, just write a message ki hi, and this is my resume, can you please review it. सो अगर वो पर्सन एक बार आपका मैसेज देख भी लेता है, सो उसको टाइम नहीं लगेगा आपका रिज्यूमे खोल के एक बार लुक देने में। बट अगर आप सिर्फ हाय भेज रहे हो तो पहले वो रिप्लाई बैक करेगा हेलो, देन यू विल से कि अच्छा अच्छा ऐसे करना है, फिर आप भेजोगे। उसमें बहुत एफर्ट है, और मतलब सामने वाले बंदे को अगर 10 टेक्स्ट आ रहे हैं हाय के, तो वो सबको हेलो नहीं भेज सकता, समझ रहे हो? सो एज अ फ्रेशर लाइक ये गलती मैंने भी बहुत की है। सो अब मुझे समझ में आता है कि लाइक बहुत ही मिनिमल एफर्ट टास्क होगा जब ये सामने वाले के लिए, तभी आप एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो कि वो रिप्लाई करे। सो ऑलवेज ट्राई कि आप बिल्कुल ऑन द पॉइंट बात रखो, और उन्हें आपका पॉइंट क्लियरली समझ आना चाहिए, एंड उनके लिए इजी होना चाहिए करना। कोई भी ऐसा नहीं होता कि जो आपकी हेल्प नहीं करना चाहता। लिटरली लाइक 124 जो सिलेक्टेड गर्ल्स हैं जिन हमारी कम्युनिटी में, उन किसी से भी पूछो ना, वो लिटरली इतनी सारी हेल्पफुल है ना। अब वो हमेशा तैयार रहेंगे आपको टाइम देने के लिए, बट ये हो जाता है कि कुछ लोग मतलब चाहते हैं कि सारा काम आप ही कर दो। मेरे एसेज हैं तो वो भी आप ही बता दो कैसे लिखने हैं। ऐसा नहीं होता। तुम लिखो, तुम दिखाओ कि तुमने क्या किया है, एंड देन यू कैन आस्क कि अच्छा आप एडवाइस दे दो, आप रिव्यू कर दो, ये सब। ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट थिंग इज कि एक तो अप्लाई जरूर करना है, ये सोचना ही नहीं कि मैंने कुछ किया कि नहीं किया। सेकंड इज कि गेट इट रिव्यूड, एंड मतलब कि थोड़ा तरीके से, ऐसा बिल्कुल रैंडमली किसी को मैसेज नहीं करना, हाय दीदी कैसे हो, कि आप तुम तो ये सोच रहे हो कि वो मैसेज का रिप्लाई करेंगे देन मैं उनसे फ्रेंडली होके फिर बोलूंगी। बट ऐसा नहीं चलता है, ठीक है, क्योंकि और भी लोग मैसेज कर रहे होंगे। सो थोड़ा प्रोफेशनली अगर बात करोगे तो हो जाएगा काम। एंड द थर्ड थिंग इज कि जो भी किया है ना तुमने अब तक काम, ट्राई करो कि तुम उसकी लिस्ट बना के रखो। कि जैसे तुमने एक छोटा सा इवेंट भी लाइक अटेंड किया, तुमने बहुत सारे वेबिनार्स अटेंड किए होंगे, coursera पे भी कोर्स किया होगा। सो उसकी लिस्ट बना लो, चाहे वो छोटा सा काम है चाहे वो बहुत बड़ा काम है। क्योंकि इवेंचुअली जब हम एकदम सोचने लगते हैं ना रिज्यूमे के लिए या किसी को बताने के लिए कि हमने क्या क्या किया है, हमें याद ही नहीं आता, हमें लगता है हमने कुछ किया ही नहीं। मुझे कई बार लाइक मैं माइक्रोसॉफ्ट लर्न स्टूडेंट एम्बेसडर हूँ, मुझे कई बार यही नहीं याद आता कि मैंने ये भी किया। सो इट्स लाइक कि आप क्या, जब बहुत सारी चीज हो जाती है ना तो आप भूल जाते हो कि क्या क्या मेंशन करना है, क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है। सो हमेशा एक लिस्ट होनी चाहिए कि ओके दीज आर द कोर्सेज आई हैव डन, दीज आर द कॉम्पिटिशन्स, एंड दीज आर द सेमिनार्स, एंड देन दीज आर माई सोसाइटीज, एंड देन कि ये इनमें मैंने अप्लाई भी किया। इवन यू शुड नो कि आपने इन स्कॉलरशिप्स में अप्लाई किया था, सो दैट अगर आप कभी भी देख रहे हो किसी को जो पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहता है, आप उसको कम से कम अपना एक्सपीरियंस तो बता ही सकते हो कि मैं रिजेक्ट हुई, बट यू कैन स्टिल लर्न फ्रॉम मी कि मैं क्यों रिजेक्ट हुई। तुम जानो कि मेरी एप्लीकेशन में क्या था, देन यू कैन चूज कि ओके इस एप्लीकेशन में ऐसा क्या था कि ये रिजेक्ट हुआ। ओके, सो यू ऑलवेज हैव समथिंग टू शेयर। सो अगर तुम्हारे पास एक लिस्ट होगी ना तुमने क्या क्या किया है, तो तुम्हें कभी कमी नहीं होगी, ये तुम्हें सोचना ही नहीं पड़ेगा कि अच्छा अब क्या, मतलब मैंने तो कुछ किया ही नहीं, ऐसा है ही नहीं। तुम इतना टाइम स्पेंड कर रहे हो तो कुछ तो किया होगा तुमने 6 महीने में। बट ये होता है कि हम माइंडफुल नहीं रह पाते कि हमने क्या क्या किया है। सो बेस्ट एडवाइस यही है कि एक लिस्ट बना के रखो, एंड देन फिर उसको जब भी कोई नीड आए उसको कीप अपडेटिंग, एंड देन उसको करते रहो। इवन तुम एक शीट भी बना सकते हो, लाइक एक्सेल शीट बना लो, एंड अगर उससे रिलेटेड कोई भी लिंक भी है तुम्हारे पास जहाँ पे मे बी तुम्हारा नाम लिखा हुआ है किसी वेबसाइट पे, और मे बी तुम्हारी कोई लिंक्डइन पोस्ट है या किसी और की लिंक्डइन पोस्ट है उससे रिलेटेड, उसके लिंक्स भी सेव करके रख सकते हो तुम। तो 1 साल बाद मान लो तुम्हारा कोई जूनियर पूछ रहा है, बहुत हेल्प करेगी ये चीज, लाइक लिटरली बहुत हेल्प करेगी। सो
Yeah.
या दैट्स इट।
Thank you so much, Khushbu, for such an insightful journey of Women Techmakers Engineering Fellow. I hope like those who are listening would definitely get a lot of insights into what this program is, how to apply for it. Like your complete journey was totally very inspirational. Thank you once again for coming to this channel and sharing your journey. Will
Thanks a lot,
definitely,
Ayush, for inviting me.
yeah.
It was
So
great talking to you.
I hope this interaction gave you pretty amazing insights into how you can apply for Women Tech Makers Engineering Fellow, and if you want to like secure this scholarship, so what can be your preparation strategy from right now? So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and apply for, like, not apply but prepare, start preparing for this scholarship if you are aiming at cracking this scholarship. For more such amazing opportunities, do like, share and subscribe this channel, and all the best. Good luck.